Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the late model series here at Hickory Speedway. Ran a decent time in practice qualifying. They're already getting quicker, so hopefully we can have a pretty good time. Fastest I've ran so far is an 8:22. I haven't changed anything from what they give us in the setup. I think it's a fixed setup, I'm pretty sure. I haven't really paid too much attention. I just looked at the steering ratio and that was it, but I think that was the only thing you could change, is like the normal fixed stuff. But hopefully we can have a pretty good run. I honestly didn't even know that they were adding this for some reason. I completely forgot about it because I remember they announced it a while ago with like Dale Earnhardt Jr. and stuff, because he was like advocating for this track, wanting it in. I completely forgot it was coming out. So when I saw it on like during the week, I was excited, and that was a really bad turn 3. We're in a 9:27, not too bad. Honestly, starting third wouldn't be the worst thing. I try to back up these corners because like they have a sharp exit and you can get a good run down the straightaway if you can actually stay low. Second lap wasn't as fast. They ran in the 8s, which is not bad. That's a pretty good time. Fastest I've seen somebody get so far is like an 8:18. I ran at 8:22, which wasn't bad. But hopefully we could stay like pretty consistent around this track. It's easy to get loose if you go too deep into these corners or get on the gas too hard and get on the apron. You get on the apron and get on the gas, probably start spinning you out pretty quick. But hopefully we can keep third to stay on the bottom lane, because the bottom lane is definitely more dominant. But seems like a pretty fun track so far, and I'll pick you guys up when we're getting ready to go green. Alright, we stayed in third, which isn't too bad. At least we can start on the bottom lane, which will be fun. This isn't an official race. I thought it was going to be, since it's like a normal oval, but I guess since it's a new track, they're not doing it as official. I don't know. It's unofficial up here. 25 laps. Should be a pretty quick race overall. I'm actually excited for this to be in the schedule for next season, because this is actually a pretty fun track so far. I like it better than some of the other short tracks they run. Like, I don't know why, I just don't like Lucas Oil that much. Just a weird track to me. I just don't enjoy it. Lanier is an okay track, but this is more fun of a track to me. Like, this has more characteristics in it. Should be a good race, though. I don't know how many people have actually ran this here or not. So it'll be first time for me, at least. I did a little bit of practice beforehand, try to get the hang of it. But I'm guessing cautions are off since it's unofficial also. And if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see some more of this. They're doing Hickory with these late models all week, so if you guys haven't done it yet, you have the rest of this weekend to try it out. But I didn't even know that they were adding it. I completely forgot. I was happy when I saw that they added it. I was looking at what was everything on the schedule for this week so I could find something to run. I think the next thing I'm going to run is probably the UMP modifieds, because they are fixed, or it's either the UMPs or the big blocks, one of the two. They're almost the same thing, but they're not. They're like not the same thing, but they're close to. Okay, let's get a good start here, right behind the leader. Leader waited all the way to the green. I'm still only in third gear, which is weird. The straightaways are so short on this track. I tried to back up the corners, though, to get a good exit, like I said before, and that seems to work the best for me. That seems to work the best for me for tire reasons, too. To try not to slide the car around and stuff. Two cars really sending it in the corners on the low side. I saw in like the scenic camera at this track when I first came in that they had like all the track champions of past years on the wall or something, which is pretty cool to see. Kind of like the Snowball Derby, the 5 flags, where they have like past years winners from when the track was made on here. Kind of wish they would update it though, because they still have like a really young Eric Jones and a lot younger Kyle Busch and stuff on there. I just wish they would update it every now and then. All it is a billboard. I don't think it'd be too difficult. Really tight racing so far. Fourth place is staying right with us. He is diving into the corner a lot deeper than I am. I'm gonna get spun by him at some point. I'm trying to get it to rotate middle of the corner to stay on the low side to get a good run off the straightaway. Not trying to brake too hard. I'm trying to let it roll for the most part. Because when I get on the brakes is when the car wants to spin out more. When I get on the brakes too hard. So I try to get on the brakes a little bit, let it roll midway through the corner, get it to turn, and then get on the gas. Seems to work the best for me, at least. I'm actually gaining time on these two now that I don't have the 77 right on my bumper, and I guess he's done or he about lost it there, I'm not sure. I didn't get on the gas good enough there. Car didn't want to rotate. Like, if your car doesn't rotate halfway through the corner, it'll go straight up towards the wall really fast. It's easy to come off these corners too fast and hit the wall. Very easy to do. I thought the 41 was going to dive him there. Just like the 2 has been doing to him before that. But he backed off of it. Thought the 41 was going to get a better run off the corner too. 2 cars starting to block. He's probably going to overdrive one of these corners and get sideways. Or just go up the corner. Oh, there he goes. Overdriving the corner. It's easy to get loose like that. And you lose a ton of time when you do that. They're hitting each other. They're going to end up wrecking. The 2 car is really aggressive, and he does not like to be passed. Because the 41 didn't do anything wrong there. The 2 was sideways. 41 got under him and passed him clean.
Sorry about that.
4th place is catching us really fast now. I don't really have anywhere to go. Gonna have a lap car up here. Don't know if they're still gonna be wrecked. Yep, they're still down there. They start coming up the track. Oh, and there they go.
Okay, buddy, that's a protest.
Yeah, I don't think that's a protest. That's not protestable. 41 was trying to cut under him.
Damn, that's a protest.
Oh, there's the wall. I came off a little too straight off the corner. Well, I got the lead from that. I thought he was about to pull up the track on the 41 there. God dang it. It did not turn it off the wall again. Or off the corner, going straight up at the wall. I think when I scraped the wall, it might have hurt my turning a little bit, but see if I could get a little bit of a gap before the end of this. I'm overdriving the middle of the corner a little bit. But this has been pretty good racing overall. Like, people beating and banging a little bit, not being too bad at least. The 2 car is just really aggressive and does not like to be passed. The 41 was just trying to cross him back over and just misjudged it barely. 3 car got loose behind me. 41's getting back by him. I need to try to have a few, like, last good 6 laps to try to win this thing. The 41's pretty fast. I feel pretty decent at this track though so far. I feel like I'm comfortable with it. You just have to be careful on entrance and try to get a good exit. It seems to help the most for me. Because when I overdrive the corner or don't brake enough, it just goes straight out towards the wall and that kills my time. Probably kills the front right a little bit too. Because there's a lot of room coming off of turn 4, but it's so easy to go out too far and hit the wall. 41's definitely catching me a little bit. His car is definitely turning better than mine, like midway through the corner. Try to take a higher entrance in to get a better run off. He's getting on the gas earlier than me too. I'm trying not to be too aggressive to go out and hit the wall. But he seems to be doing a lot better in 1 and 2 than I am. 2 more laps to go. I guess I'm just not aggressive enough in 1 and 2 because I feel like I can go out further towards the wall.
One more time, buddy. One more time.
Got bumped a little bit there. Didn't even really feel it though. Don't want to get on the gas when you're too much on the apron. He will really have to move me out of the way. And we won it. Nice. That was a fun race. I like this track a lot so far. You can definitely beat and bang a little bit and have a good, solid race, like close to everybody. That seems like a really fun short track to run. I am happy that they what's it called, added this, because it seems like a really fun track so far. Now let's see if I cannot screw up a burnout. I probably will. Hit the wall. Almost. Nope. First race I've ran at Hickory, even though it's unofficial, still got the win. Super happy about that. That was a lot of fun. This track definitely has a lot of characteristics, and you have to get used to the way it drives. But I want to go back and see what happened with the 2 and the 41. Because it was some close racing. Dang, the 77 got all the way back up to 4th? Dang. That's actually surprising, because he fell like all the way back to like almost last. What was it, like lap 6 or something? See how this thing drives backwards. Probably not very good. Because it's going to have a really tight entrance and then like a wider exit. It'd be so fun if you can configure the race to be backwards and just like have the setup backwards on the car. So it'd actually like turn right. But this actually doesn't feel too bad. It'd be so fun to configure a race backwards. Like just make everybody go the opposite way. People would be so confused like that. Alright, gotta drift it. Dang it, I wanted to drift the whole corner, but it is not going. That was a lot of fun, though. That was a ton of fun. I want to go back and see what happened off the rip with these guys. The 2 car really waited on the start, which gave everybody, like, a good close restart. Because I, like, bumped him barely as the green flag hit. And I think he overdrove turn 1, and the 41 dropped right below him. Like, they had a good race up front to start off. 41 got underneath, and I thought the 41 was going to drive away, to be honest. I really did think he was going to. Go back to 2nd place. He really was diving these corners early on. He wanted the lead. He really wanted the lead early. 41 was giving him room, though. Like, he saw how aggressive he was being and gave it to him. But they just had a solid race. 77 stayed right on me for a long time, too. Like, he was getting right to my bumper and bumping me a little bit. They touch a little bit on the straightaway, nothing too malicious. But the 77 was, like, going into these corners a lot harder than I was. I kind of wish this wasn't the official race just because we won the race. So we had a good race all the whole time. We were top 3 the entire race. Started in 3rd. Ran 3rd for a while until they got together. Yeah, I got bumped a couple times from the 77. Like, he was fast midway through the corner. He really went deeper into these corners than I did. I was really just trying to roll the center to get a good exit. Go back up to these front 2. Because they were really close for a long time. 41 was trying to get inside. 2 car was going to try to block a lot of it. He was going to run low regardless, it seemed like. That's where I got hit pretty good. It moved me up the track. I thought the 77 was going to get inside of me at some point, but it never really did. I want to see what happened to the 77 as well, like what actually happened to him. But it seemed to be a pretty good short track race overall. It was pretty clean, like for the most part. A little bit of bumping and banging going into the corners. That's kind of expected at a short track. There'll be a bumper put to people, but nothing malicious really. The 2 car was just kind of mad that he got wrecked, but that's just the nature of the beast when you are that aggressive too. But the 41 just misjudged it a little bit on his back right, I feel like. The 2 was starting to overdrive the corner a little bit. 41 trying to get to the inside. Oh, I think right there is when the 77... What happened to the 77? Because I think he like about lost it. Oh, yeah. If you get on that apron a little bit... Oh, no. He didn't get on the apron. He got into the corner a little too hard. And that's what I was trying to avoid. Going in too hot and getting on the brakes because the back end will really come out on you. Just like that. But he saved it, though. Good save. Not going into the wall. Go back up to the front. 41 was trying to get by the 2 car still. It was a good race, though. And the 41 finally got under the 2 when he went too hard into a corner and got loose. Where was that? 41 had a good run there. 2 car is going to chop him off. Well, not that close, but... He was going to run the bottom just to try to be right on him. I was putting pressure on both of them, trying not to make a mistake, because I almost got to the inside of the 41 once, and then he started coming down the track off the corner, and I didn't want to wreck him, so I let off a little. 2 was trying to block a lot there. But this is where I think he overdrove the corner, because the 41's right on his bumper. Yeah, he drove in a little too hard, got sideways. 41 gets inside of him clean. 2 cars going to try to cross him over, got into his back right, and then bumped him trying to come off the corner as well. Like, that's exactly what happened to the 2 as well, and the 2 was really aggressive into these corners. Like, He just dives the hell out of the corners. I think right here is where the 41 tries to dive under. No, next corner maybe. Where the 2 car had a good run into the corner because the bottom is definitely faster. You can definitely pinch people down though. Where was it? It was one of these upcoming corners. The 2 had a really deep entrance and the 41 tried to dive down underneath. He was doing really well on the outside though. Right there, that lap car about destroyed us. Oh, okay, that's what happened. The 41 hit the 41 hit the wall and the front stretch slowed him down enough, and then he started coming down, so I let off to not get under him, and then he just misjudged it the slightest bit. It got into his back right. I don't think that was anything malicious. I think he was just trying to get back down and cross it back over, is my guess. And he just barely misjudged it. Like, it caught a little early. Like, it was the slightest bit of netcode right there when you see his car straighten out when he gets close, but they were going to hit a little bit regardless. But then it just kind of takes the 2 around, which is unfortunate for the 2. He just barely misjudged it, and I go right on by. I got lucky with that. I got super lucky there. And then we were gone from that point, and then he had to get back around the 3 car, which he did sooner or later. Because the 41 was definitely fast. He was coming there at the end. 3 car went too hard. Oh, he got loose off of that corner, or going into that corner. He tried to go too deep in, got loose, had to wiggle up the track. You lose a ton of time when that happens. 41 was just fast too, because he caught me in the last 6 laps really quickly. And then he put the bumper to me a couple times, but I was able to stay straight and hold on to it, because he caught me the last 2 laps really fast. I was trying to just hit my marks, but he was going into these corners a lot harder than I was. Like, he was a lot more aggressive in 1 and 2 as well, getting on throttle. I think I could have gotten on throttle a lot earlier like he was. I'm just not... I didn't put enough practice time into this track to really get a hang of that as well. I was better off of 3 and 4 for sure. I'd had the timing of 3 and 4 down more than 1 and 2. They kind of had the same kind of idea in it, because the wall is really far off, and I stayed really far away from the wall coming off of 2 a lot of the time. So I think that's where I could have been a little quicker. But yeah, he put the bump to me a couple times, which is all fine. That was the last lap too, so that was awesome. Let's go back to the very beginning. See any incidents that happened in the back, because there was definitely a couple wrecks. 94 blinked. They might have gotten together there. I'm not 100% sure. Not sure what happened there. I got bumped barely there, and I think this is where the 41 smacks the wall just barely. Skimmed it. 53 skimmed the wall barely. 94 was blinking a lot, it seemed like. He might have been that car that wrecked, I'm not sure. There goes the 77 saving it. 3 cars, scrapes the wall. It's so easy to scrape the wall in the front stretch, it seems like. A lot easier than on 3 and off of 2 in the back stretch. As I say that, oh, he doesn't do it. Okay, I thought he was going to. I thought that's why they're showing us it. I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, 94 is just blinking all over the place. Yeah, if the 2 car just would have kept going down like the 41, like it would have turned the 41 just like the 2 got turned. So it was literally the same thing. Oh, that was a little bit of netcode, and that was the wrecked car. The 48, he should have held the brakes a lot earlier instead of rolling all the way up the track. And then he almost came up into the leaders right here. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He almost came up into us and the 3 car right there. That was super close. That was terrifying when we were coming on by. He should have held the brakes as soon... Oh, he skimmed them. He should have held the brakes as soon as he wrecked, though. He wouldn't have came all the way back up the track. And then, oh, the 2 car got hit by the 53. He started coming down the track way too early. I skimmed the wall in the front stretch. I think after that, my car stopped turning as well also. Oh, this is after the race, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. So, we ended up getting the win. Super happy about that. That was awesome. Hickory is a very fun track. There's no results to show since this is unofficial, but I can't wait for this track to have an official race next season. It will definitely be running in the street stocks, the late models, maybe even the super late models. I'm not 100% sure about that. It'll probably be running in the modifieds as well, I would assume. So that'll be a lot of fun to run some next year. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. If you guys haven't gotten this track yet, go try it out, because it does seem like a lot of fun. The number 1 car was not here, so we only had 9 guys in this race, but still a fun race overall. Highly recommend this track, because it is a pretty good track overall. And pretty fun to run. You just have to get used to the way the corners run, and you can be pretty good at it. Just don't go in too deep and get on the brakes. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know what you guys have ran this week and what you guys are enjoying about the new update or the builds, because I think they changed the sprint car tires maybe a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't look at the patch notes, but I think I heard something about the sprint cars getting a new update on their tires, so that'll be interesting to go see next season. And I'll catch you guys in the next race.